Hi guys, and welcome back to the Food Freedom with
Becca.
and Abby.
I don't know why
Sorry.
I seem so shocked by that. I'm like, why is she staring at me?
Yeah, welcome. Oh, I've got the giggles out. Welcome back to the Food Freedom with Becca and Abby podcast. So on today's episode, we're kind of just going to touch on a little bit of Christmas stuff, tracking around Christmas or not tracking around Christmas, working out at Christmas versus not working out at Christmas, and kind of just our plans. We're trying to be festive. Christmas is in a week. Well, when this goes up, it will be three
Less than a
days,
week.
3 days to go.
Yeah.
We both love Christmas and we think it's such a magical time of year, as you can see.
If you're listening on Spotify, you're missing out on a very good Disney Christmas jumper right now.
But yeah, so before we get into that, we are going to start with our three positives, as we always do, just to kind of help our mindset, help our mental health. So do you need a little bit longer to think?
I just suddenly started racking my brain like,
Do you want me to go first?
yes.
Okay, so my big one today, yeah, is that I managed to get all my Christmas presents,
Nice.
which I'm very happy about because it stresses me out. If anyone else stresses out about Christmas presents, I'm with you on that because it's hard. My second one would be that I got one of my uni results back and I was
Oh,
happy with it. Yeah, first one from Masters. So that was fun. And my third one would be that, yeah, actually, yesterday I was very stressed and I felt the urge to binge, and I did not.
well done.
And I'm very proud of that. That was actually a big one. It was, yeah, very, very,
This time of year is really hard
yeah,
when you have that, like, especially
yeah,
stress-related binging.
yeah, fist clenching.
Oh,
Um,
that's so good.
but yeah, so that was a very good one for me yesterday as well.
Well
So yeah,
done.
thank you. And you?
Mine are, we had a belated Christmas jumper day at work today, and we had the afternoon off basically. They got in takeaway pizza and a Sri Lankan curry van,
Ooh.
and there was music and some games and things. So that was quite nice, got me a bit more Christmassy. I have planned out our podcasts for next year for the first month, which might not seem like a big thing, but it helps us a lot with keeping organized and knowing what we're doing. So that is a positive for me.
Yeah, there are some very exciting guests coming on.
Yes, some special
So
guests. So you won't just have to listen to our voices.
no, but yes, but keep your eyes out for that because there are some very, very good guests coming soon. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry.
And my third one would be that I appeared as a guest on someone else's podcast this week. So I was on the Rewrite the Rules podcast with Bethany Leah, which was nice. She just asked me like all about my experiences and how I got where I am and my coaching and things. And it was very weird to be the other way around and be the person being interviewed rather than the person asking the questions. But it was really fun. It was nice.
Yay, that's really good.
And we have a positive together because we're going to see each other on Saturday.
I know. I'm actually so excited. This is one of the things that I love about Christmas is that I feel like it gives you that push to see people that you wanted to see for a while, but like for one reason or another, you just haven't got round to it. And like for any of you that don't know, Becca and I don't live anywhere near each other.
We do not.
um, so yeah, I am really excited to see you as well because it's been a while.
It has. And we're going to Winter Wonderland in London. So it's going to
Yes,
be your Christmas Eve.
it is. I've never been before and I'm very excited. Very, very excited. So yes, I am
We're
very
prepared for a lot of yummy food. I'll say
yes.
that much.
Yes, we are. So
Yeah.
yeah. And leading on to that, I guess we should talk about tracking or not tracking around Christmas.
Yes. So I had a client ask me yesterday in one of my check-ins what to do because she's going back home for Christmas. There's going to be lots of food. She wants to, it's not that she wants to stay on track, but it's that she doesn't want to lose habits or form bad habits over Christmas that then she then has to redo again in January. And my advice for my clients is always do not stress about tracking at Christmas. Like it's completely up to you if you do, but I personally never do because I'm gonna eat what I want to eat regardless. And if I track it, it's just gonna make me feel guilty. And I
Yeah.
shouldn't need to feel guilty at Christmas.
I am completely with you on that. I do not track at Christmas either. And actually, Christmas Eve, I don't either. Christmas Eve in my family is basically like Christmas Day. We have so many traditions. And like I just want to enjoy it.
Exactly. And that's where it comes down to each person individually. Like some people are off for a week over Christmas and they might not track that whole week. And that is fine because, again, as we said in the last podcast, it's a week of the year. It's not, if you've worked hard all year, that 1 week's not going to do bad. But other people, like I've said, if they celebrate Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, but they're off for the rest of the week, then there's nothing wrong with, if they want to tracking the days around it, if they want to feel a bit more in control. Because I think that is the thing with Christmas, is a lot of people think if they don't track, they're going to lose control because there's nothing stopping them from doing it.
Yeah.
And in reality, you put in an input into an app isn't, like, that shouldn't affect what you eat and don't eat.
Yeah, no. And I think actually this is something that I got told, when was it? A few weeks ago, I think it was, that actually because I very much have the same thing of I love to control, like obsessively control what I eat. And if it goes different, it really freaks me out. And it was say I basically was away for a weekend and I wanted to try and track what I could, but obviously there were meals that I couldn't and blah blah blah. And the advice was basically to just not track, because if I tried to track it and then it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, then I'd end up eating more and I'd probably end up eating over because I'm trying to fit all it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's all going wrong.
And again, like we said on the last podcast, Christmas dinners themselves aren't actually like that bad.
No, they're
Like
really not.
you've got your protein for your meat, you've got your carbs for your potatoes and stuff, and you have quite a lot of veggies normally. Yes, there's gravy and sauces and flavorings that are nice, but it's nutritious food.
And actually, for most people, it's the one meal where you go all out for it.
Yeah.
And you should enjoy it. And like I said, I'm not an advocate for like intermittent fasting or anything like that. But if you really are super worried about it, then my advice would maybe be not eat breakfast. You might disagree with me.
So my view of that kind of thing is always have breakfast, because then if you don't have breakfast and then you get to a big meal, you're more likely to overeat on that big meal because you're hungry. Whereas, I mean, a lot about hunger and about stress levels is your blood sugar levels, which is why not everyone, but why you should eat little and often, because then your blood sugar levels are always constant. Whereas when we go long periods without it, your blood sugar drops and then it peaks and then it drops. And that's when you get stressed or anxious. And again, if you're really hungry, you're going to eat a lot. But some people don't eat breakfast and it works for them. So it is different for everybody.
Yeah.
But I personally always have breakfast because I know if my belly's not as hungry, then I will actually eat until I'm full rather than.
Yeah. And I think it also depends what time you would eat like your Christmas dinner as well, because we eat it like fairly early on.
We have ours at like 3 PM, which is.
Oh yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, eat breakfast.
Yeah. Again, and if you
we
wake up late, your family do wake up quite late. You're not early risers, so
no. Christmas though, we are.
Are you?
Yeah. Even my sister, who she wakes up so late, bless her.
To the point that I came and stayed with them in the summer and wanted to go to the gym early in the mornings, and I got death glares when I told her what time we had to
go. And it wasn't that early. Yeah, she will be up at like 6 AM.
Really?
Yeah.
Voluntarily?
Yes, because it's Christmas. She loves it.
Wow.
I know. But yeah, well, 6, 7-ish. But yeah, we eat Christmas dinner at like 12-ish.
Okay. Then
so
yeah.
Also, on another note though, just going on routines of Christmas. When do you open your presents?
So it's varied as we've got older, because obviously there's not kids around. When we were kids, it was like wake up as early as we could. We'd send mum and dad down to check that Santa'd left.
Mm.
when in reality they were sorting out the present piles.
Mm.
And then we'd go down and just open them. We take it in turns though. Like we're a family that don't just all open them all at once.
Mm.
Like we take it in turns so that you could play or look at that gift for a while
Yeah.
before you then go to the next thing.
Yeah. We do the same thing.
When do you open your, well, sorry, I didn't finish that. And then as we've got older, obviously we've gone through teenage years where we haven't wanted to get up early and things.
Mm.
But it's normally like wake up, dad will make a coffee, mum will go and get the shortbread biscuits. She always gets Marks and Spencer's ones at Christmas because they're the
Yeah.
best, apparently. And then we go in the living room and then we start.
Mm.
So it's not rushed to the living room like when we were kids,
Mm.
but it is first thing really.
Yeah, see, we do not.
Don't
We
you?
will no, we always open ours in the afternoon.
Wow.
Yeah, which everyone
What
always
do you
says that to me.
what do you do in the morning?
So we have like stockings, and yes, I'm still 22, and my mum still does me a stocking, and it will not change. Um, yeah, so we have like stockings, and then we'd like get ready, chill around. Mum has shortbread from M&S as well because apparently
Oh,
it's also the best.
my mums are so similar.
I know. Yeah, and then like we'll have lunch, and then open the presents in like the afternoon.
See, I do get that. And I think a few years we have like saved a present for the afternoon or
Mm,
something because depending who's coming as well, because sometimes the people you wake up in the house with is different to who's coming for dinner and
yeah.
that kind of thing. Um, but yeah, we're always presents first people.
Yeah. It always intrigues me because everyone else always opens them in the morning, but I've all I like when I was tiny, we've always just opened them in the afternoon. But anyway, that was just
Do you take it in turns too, or do you just all open at
yeah.
once?
No, we take it in turns.
I remember I had a boyfriend once and was at his on Christmas and got there and everyone was just opening their presents and I was like, I don't
That's
know
just
what to do.
that's just carnage though.
But then you can't see them opening the present that you've bought them because you're
Yeah.
opening your presents and it,
Plus
you know.
I'm nosy. I want to know what other people have got as well.
But that's the thing, like I care more about other people's faces when they open the present
Mm,
I've got them.
yeah.
So yeah, but yeah. Strange,
But
isn't
yeah.
it? How everyone does different things at Christmas.
I know. Sorry, that was just a little side note.
That's fine. Um,
But yeah.
what was we talking about?
Yes, breakfast. So yeah, if you
Yes,
eat dinner at 3, eat breakfast.
yeah. But
But
again, like we have shortbread biscuits in the morning, which I wouldn't
mm,
normally have. And then breakfast is never a normal breakfast Christmas Day. Like mum will purposely buy the like really fancy croissants you put in the oven that are
yeah.
like Disco Finest or whatever.
Mm.
Whereas normally I would have a more nutritious breakfast, but you don't care because it's Christmas. And then I'm not going to lie, I probably then will go to the sweet bowl that she has on the side with different chocolates in and have a couple of them before lunch because you
It's
can.
Christmas. But yeah, no, I honestly would not track at Christmas. I just think it takes away the magic of it. Like we said, it is just one day.
And it is hard not being in control of things. And we're both very much, we like
Mm,
to know what's going on and control things. But you're making memories and Christmas dinners, like for a lot of people, are the one meal a year where you all sit around with people that you love and like
mm,
spend time together. And that should trump tracking your calories any day. Like one of my brothers works in a pub and he owns a pub and I never ever get to see him Christmas Day because obviously they're open Christmas Day
mm,
and we always do our Christmas Day with him a bit later. But that meal, like it used to stress me out because we'd have two Christmases, which were
mm,
two lots of food and all that stuff. But I love that Christmas because it's not on Christmas Day and it's like a special thing.
mm,
And like this is a bit morbid as well, but like you have grandparents and stuff there, you don't know how long people are going to be around, and you should enjoy the family side of Christmas. Like that is what I love the most, is just everybody being together.
mm. Yeah. I think that's the thing, is that you have to think this is definitely one of those things where it's memories over food or like the
100%.
calories or whatever. Like there are some times where you can be like, I'd rather, like actually track if I'm going out for a meal with my friends
Mm.
rather than, the memories, whatever. But I think Christmas is just one of those things that actually, when you're 20 years older, you're not going to remember the fact that you had a little bit more food. You're going to remember the fact that
Yeah.
you didn't let yourself eat it, that, you were a bit more miserable and all that stuff.
Yeah. My PT was saying this week as well that his family, they each make a part of the Christmas dinner and will bring it there, because he said it in that way each part gets extra flavor, because where you're only focusing on one thing, you can make that thing the best version of that thing. So then when it's all plated up, he's like, there's so many flavors and things going on that it just makes such a good dinner. I thought that was such a genius idea.
I think that is as well. That's
It
such a
takes
good
the stress
idea.
off of whoever's the main cook doing Christmas dinner.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
that's such a good idea.
Yeah, like he was saying, he's on parsnips and stuff, and he's doing like honey glazed and doing all different things with it, and it just sounded yummy.
That's the only thing though, isn't it? Is that then you'd fight over who got what.
Yeah, but you'd bring enough for everybody, so you all got some.
Yeah, no. What I mean is
Oh,
like
who got which
who would.
dish?
Yeah. That's what I
But
meant.
then I think whichever dish you'd got, you just try and make the best of it you possibly could.
True. True. I guess you'd have to like pull it out the hat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's so slightly off topic, but still, it's about food, isn't it?
Exactly. But no. So yeah, tracking we've covered. The other thing I guess as alongside that is if you're working out over Christmas, obviously most gyms shut
Yeah,
over
especially
Christmas
like
Day.
Christmas Day, Boxing Day.
Yeah. Although I think mine's open Boxing Day, I want to say.
Isn't Boxing Day a bank holiday? Oh, I guess some gyms open bank
Yeah.
holidays, so they don't.
But yeah, I'd say it's the same thing. Like if you
Hmm.
want to work out, but do not feel forced to. Um, it doesn't matter if you don't get your steps in. If you're not moving as much, it's fine because again, it's only one day of the year. One,
And
two,
I
three.
like I personally, my gym shuts over Christmas, which they always have, and it's never stressed me out because I know that it's shut.
Mm,
But I really enjoy like the bit between Christmas and New Year where it's cold and you've not got a lot on and you can go for like a nice long walk somewhere. Like meet up with like I go with my parents sometimes and the dogs, or like my brother, and just go for a nice walk through the woods. And it's not gymming, but it's exercise and it feels good, and
mm.
it's good for your mental health, and it's
Yeah. And it can be so nice, to be fair. And
yeah,
actually, walking is such a good form of exercise as well.
very underestimated.
So underestimated. But yeah. Yeah,
So
no,
like
definitely.
even as kids on New Year's Eve, we would always, because we used to live in Essex, so we used to be closer to the sea. We'd always go to Southend and we would walk along the seafront. And Mum always used to say it was to blow away the cobwebs, ready for the new year. So like get rid of any bad energy so that you're ready to start the year fresh. And I used to love it. Like you'd wrap up warm in your scarf and you'd sit in the bus shelter and have fish and chips, and it was just nice.
Oh, that's really cute tradition. I like that.
I know. And then we moved here, and the seaside's like ages away, and it's you live next to the sea. You should do that.
No, I know. To be fair though, I think when you like live quite so close, it kind of does you do take advantage of it. Although I'm a strong believer that a winter beach is better than a summer beach, which is
Oh,
off topic,
I
but
agree.
yeah, winter beach is definitely better than a summer beach. But
Yeah.
yeah, no. So if you want to exercise, you can. If you don't, just don't.
There's
Do
no
not feel forced.
Christmas again. Christmas is a unique thing for everybody. Some people want to exercise, some people want to track. That
Mm,
does not mean you have to.
yeah,
And
and it's
again,
not. Sorry,
go on.
I was gonna say it's not gonna ruin your goals.
No,
Like,
like if you are somebody that is bodybuilding and working out for competition and it's happening very soon and all of that stuff, I fully get the people that
mm,
track and are very careful. But how many people are actually working out because they're doing that?
yeah, most people are not on prep around Christmas.
No. And it's extra energy in it. And then because you've rested and you've let your body chill out, you go into the new year, you've had a break, your muscles have recovered because you've not put them under strain, and you go to the gym and you feel blimmin' fantastic because you've had so much food to energize you, your muscles are nice and rested, and you can go for it.
Mm, exactly. And I think that's the best point. I think kind of like your mum was saying about dusting off the cobwebs. That's
Mm.
such a good idea. Like have that week because most people do have a few days off, and we've got a
Yeah.
few bank holidays as well, haven't we? Like just take your time to de-stress, clean your mind out, clean your home out.
Yeah,
Just, New Year's are a time to restart, I guess, in some ways.
just
And
reset a little bit.
yeah, and it's good. And go hit the Boxing Day sales because
Yes.
that is exercise.
Shopping is so good for your steps.
So good.
So good.
And your muscles.
And you don't even think about it. But yeah, your
No.
muscles especially. Like the next day, my arms always hurt. And I'm like, what is this? Oh yeah, it's from carrying bags.
Swiping your card every 5 seconds. It's, it's really hard work. But yeah.
Yes. Do you have any other Christmas traditions?
Oh my God, I've got loads. So Christmas has always been a very big thing in my household. And I would say Christmas Eve is actually more my favorite than Christmas Day itself. So Christmas Eve, and we've been doing this for as long as I can remember, we will go for a coffee in the morning. And then we will usually sometimes previously we've gone to get our nails done because I
Okay.
like Christmas nails, but we're getting that done early this year. Um, we will then tend to go find some lights, like house lights and stuff
Mm.
around the place. We will always go and see a panto or something like that on Christmas Eve as well. We're seeing Peter Pan this year.
I'm seeing Peter Pan this year.
Are you?
Yeah, but not Christmas Eve, the day before Christmas Eve.
Oh, fair. Yes, and then sometimes previously we've gone to like a church to sing carols because Mum
Mm.
really likes it. I'm not a huge fan, but
Your mum's
she
quite a
likes
singer though,
it.
isn't she?
Yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, but we can't do that this year, so
Oh no.
um oh dear. But yeah, so yeah, we always do that, and then we go to McDonald's for dinner
On Christmas
every
Eve?
year. Yeah, every year we've always gone to McDonald's for dinner.
I thought your
Every
mum
year.
didn't like McDonald's.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't
Oh,
eat it,
okay.
but we usually meet up with some friends of ours,
Okay.
and yeah, we've always gone to McDonald's. It's a Christmas Eve tradition. We
That's
always go to
cute.
McDonald's. But I don't know, yeah, Christmas Eve for me is just more exciting, I think. Like,
I think it's the build up as well, isn't it?
yeah, yeah. But
Oh,
yeah,
that's cute.
these are my traditions. And we always have to watch, well, we used to have to watch the Queen's speech on Christmas Day as well.
It'll be the King's
It'll
speech.
be the King's speech.
Oh,
I know, a bit different.
yeah.
But yeah, but that's more because my grandparents my grandparents want to.
I
But
think
yeah.
it is very much a grandparents thing, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, so I think those are the only traditions I've got. But yeah, my dog's
Yeah.
barking in the background. I do apologize. Um
Mine are quite similar to yours, to be fair. Like Christmas Eve, we always used to go to the cinema and see a Christmas movie.
mm,
We haven't done it in a while just because like other things have come up or there've
mm.
not been a good Christmas film on and stuff. But yeah, like I said, this year we're doing the pantomime on the 23rd, which we're taking my nephew to his first one. And it's
Oh,
also my boyfriend's first one because he's Bulgarian and he's never experienced an English pantomime. And everyone that I've said that to goes, oh no, he hasn't. And he just stands there looking really blankly at them.
oh, bless them.
It's going to be quite fun. And
That'll be
then
a cultural shock.
Christmas Eve, we always go for a meal with my nan and granddad.
Mm,
Just not necessarily the same place, just anywhere.
mm,
But last year was weird because I experienced the Bulgarian Christmas, which is very different. And like, I think it's nice learning the different traditions for different countries. Like in their country, Christmas Eve is a big thing and it's very religious, but they have like a big table laid out and it's all vegetarian food. They won't eat meat on Christmas Eve.
that's interesting.
Because they pig out on it on Christmas Day, but Christmas Eve they like, and they have to have I can't remember if it's an odd or even number of dishes on the table. So like everything's in its own bowl, but they have to have a certain amount of numbers of them. And then at the end of your meal, everything gets left on the table. It doesn't get cleared up. And it's like left as an offering for like the dead.
That's so cool.
But then it stresses me out because we come down Christmas morning and there's all stuff to clean up and I just want to open presents.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I guess, yeah, that would be actually kind of frustrating to then clean it.
I
Yeah,
understand it. It's a nice gesture.
yeah. I
But
always
yeah,
like learning about other cultures, like stuff like
yeah.
that, because it's interesting.
And then like Christmas Day, the tradition would be to go in the street and slaughter a pig. Fortunately, they don't do that. Um, as a vegetarian, I'm quite grateful.
Can you
Yeah, so
imagine?
I experienced that last year, which was nice. So this year, Mom was going to experience English Christmas.
That'll be fun though.
Yeah.
That'll be good to see. But yeah, I can't think of any other traditions.
But I think we're going to keep this episode short and sweet.
Yes.
It's nearly Christmas. Everyone's super excited at the minute because it's Thursday and it will be Christmas in a few days.
Mm.
But yeah, please, please, please don't stress about Christmas. I know it's easier said than done, but it is literally a few days of the year. And as we've been saying, the memories that you make at Christmas are so special. And it's you're not going to gain fat at Christmas. You might gain water weight that will come off. You might gain a bit of bloating, but you will not gain fat.
No. You like honestly do not worry at all. And even if you eat a bit of chocolate over, like it's not gonna make a huge amount of difference at all. And don't go trying to then burn it off because you feel guilty. Just honestly, just accept it. You can accept it. This would be my top tip actually. If you can accept the fact that you just are going to enjoy Christmas before it happens, you will enjoy it so much more because you're just accepting that it will be what it will be. And afterwards, you can just get back into it, back into a routine and just carry on.
And accepting that you're not going to lose weight over Christmas. Nobody does.
Yeah. No.
Everybody all around the world eats a lot at Christmas. Okay, not I know some people are unfortunate and stuff, but a lot of people will be eating a lot at Christmas. You're not the only person doing it. Everyone is in the same boat.
Yeah, no. And if you are looking to change goals or make goals or you want to make progress, whatever, maintaining your weight at Christmas is still an achievement.
Oh yeah.
Like, do not dismiss it because there is so much going on. So if you do maintain the few weeks before and after Christmas, please do not beat yourself up about it.
Oh, my top tip, sorry, while you've said that, is do not weigh yourself between Christmas and New Year because, as I said, water weight, extra food stuff. But also don't weigh yourself on the 1st of January. I know people tend to want to because they want to know what they weigh to start the year, but it's not representative because you've just had a week of eating what you want. Like, wait until the first week of January is gone, you're back in your routine, and then weigh yourself because that's the true value, not the value that it says on the 1st of January.
Yeah, no, definitely. I was going to say, I was like, are people actually going to weigh themselves on the 1st of January or are they just going to be hungover?
I guess it depends what you're doing.
True. Anyway, we will love you and leave you. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. Just a bit of a chatty one, to be honest, isn't it?
Yeah. Thank you for listening to all of our episodes this year. It's been a very exciting year for us. And just a little shout out to all of the food freedom people, the clients that we've had and everything this year. Like, it's been a really, really good year and a really special year. And I'm so looking forward to next year and helping more people.
Yes.
And making more podcast episodes with exciting guests.
I know. 2023 is going to be a good year.
It's going to be a big year.
It's going to be a big year. But yes.
Great. Well, as always, if you like it, if you have comments, if you have things you want us to talk about, please send us a message at Food Freedom with Becca on Instagram or visit the website freedomwithbecca.com. And yeah, we will chat to you next year.
Yes. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.